Hi guys, it's Jamie again, and this video is for all of the working mommies. I know a lot of you wish to be home or around your kids more, and I was there. I know the guilt that you feel and the sacrifices made for your family, and I think I can help you. So give me a second, let me get a little on a serious note here and just hear me out. You see, I was in college when I got pregnant with my oldest. But I was fortunate enough to have family that helped us watch her until she was about 18 months old. And then she went to a part-time preschool, so she wasn't in daycare full-time. Fast forward a couple of years, and I was busy with my career, my husband was busy with his, and along came my son. And it wasn't until that point that I had like a freak-out moment. I was sitting there holding my baby who was almost 6 weeks old, so tiny and so fragile, and I realized I had to go back to work. I didn't have a choice. Our family wasn't able to babysit this time around. We were on our own. So there was this tiny baby in my arms who couldn't do a thing for himself. He had to rely on complete strangers to care for his every need while I wasn't there. He couldn't even tell me if someone hurt him, if they forgot to feed him, if they didn't change his diaper. I mean, all these things go through your mind. He was the ultimate vulnerable creature, my creature, part of me. And I felt like I was just abandoning him among strangers. I distinctly remember walking into the nursery on that very first morning, noticing he was the smallest one there, so he was the youngest one of them all. And I felt completely inadequate. I had brought this being into the world, but now I was already disappointing him by leaving him alone. But that was the problem. He wasn't alone. There were 8 other babies in the room, all needing just as much attention as he did. 2 little ladies in there that worked with them and cared for them, and they were so sweet. But it was heart-crushing. We didn't have a choice, or at least I didn't think we had a choice. Fast forward a couple more years, and we found ourselves pregnant with number 3. That was the final one. The end, no more. Again, we were still busy with our careers. We had so much going on, and we were facing the same dilemma. At the time, I thought my son was having some developmental issues. He wasn't talking like the rest of the kids his age. He wasn't communicating the way he needed to with us. He was mumbling. We couldn't understand him. I found out through a series of rather awkward events and by fluke accident that he was speaking with us. And that broke my heart more because not only was he speaking to us, he was speaking to us in Spanish. The daycare workers apparently during the day, when the parents weren't around, spoke to each other in Spanish. And my son was with them more than he was with us. That 8 or 9 hours a day that he was with them, he was hearing Spanish and he picked that up. And he was only with us an hour in the mornings, a couple hours at night. And it wasn't enough for him to be immersed in his own native language. When I realized that, my heart was broken. Not that he could speak Spanish, because that's an amazing feat. I can't do that. But because my baby spent more time with them than he did with us. The few hours a day weren't enough. We were being part-time parents, and he was suffering because of it. He didn't hear us speak to him enough to catch on to the language. So talk about gut-wrenching. Like I said, I was still working, and a blessing in disguise happened. So 2008, the economy crashed, and I was released from my job. And I faced a crazy decision and a crazy dilemma because I was pregnant. Remember this, with our 3rd child. I was pregnant, unemployed, and completely overwhelmed. And I decided I could not endure that again. For the next 6 years, either myself or my husband was home with the kids. Financially, it was tough. I'm not going to lie. I had this business that I built, and it helped bring in some income. And my husband was working, and it was hard. There were sacrifices, sleepless nights, anxiety. It was hard, but it was worth everything to be present with them. And I said all of this to tell you, I see you, Mommy. I see the tears you cry when you leave your baby. I see the sleepless nights, worrying about finances. I see you with the pen and paper and calculator trying to crunch numbers and make it work so you can be home with them. I see all of that. I see your pain, and I see how it hurts you that you know they depend on you and you can't be there with them every moment of every day. The guilt that you carry around is overwhelming for anybody, but especially for moms. It's just overwhelming. But everything that you do for them is worth it. So you have a choice. Maybe you just want extra cash to pay for bills, or ballet lessons, or karate, or soccer, or maybe you're that mom who just wants to make just a little bit to stay home. You just need a little extra. Perhaps you want a family vacation, or homeschool supplies. Maybe you just need some extra cash for yourself, for your own health and wellness. The difference between me and you is simple. I didn't think I had a choice. And now I'm telling you, you have a choice. There is a way. You can do it. Their opportunities are endless. Plexus offers so many moms the opportunity to be home with their babies every single day. And it offers so many parents the opportunity to earn a little extra so they can spend more time or do more activities with their kids. The investment is minimal. It's less than $35. The rewards are unlimited. Flexible schedule. You work for yourself. You have an amazing company, an amazing earning potential, and amazing products that everybody needs. You can start small and build on the side until you're comfortable to quit your job. You can just keep it on the side to earn a little extra cash, or you can jump all in and to the ocean and swim like your life depends upon it, because it does. Those babies, your babies, need you, and you know that. And I know you want to find a way to make it happen. You will never know unless you try. So give your family a chance. Give yourself a chance to be there for them in this amazing journey. Join me on this amazing journey to health and wellness and financial peace of mind.